Did you see what designer Kenneth did on Twitter? Well, a lot of people are enraged. Kenneth tweeting, boots on the ground or not, let's not forget about sandals, pumps, and loafers. Hashtag footwear. Yes, designer Kenneth is using the Syrian crisis to sell shoes. Dana Loesch is host of the Dana Show. She joins us. Nice to see you, Dana.
Thanks for having me back, Greta.
Nice to have you. Okay, Dana, are you part of the enraged or unenraged on this?
I'm kind of in between. I just think it's so tacky. It's so tasteless. I don't want to hate on him too hard because my mom really likes his shoes. So at the risk of offending her, I'm just going to say it's in really poor taste and it's tacky. It kind of makes me question his taste overall.
Well, you know, I sort of had a little bit of your viewpoint when I first dug into it. I thought, really, I said, so they have one moron who tweets something really stupid from some company, thinking that it was some, like, you know, whatever. But then I dug into it, and it sounds like they're sort of serial tweeters, you know, where they make, you know, really tasteless remarks. There's one about the uproar in Cairo, and it said, rumor is they heard our new spring collection is now available online, and that would be the reason. There was another one about gun control. I mean, it's like, it sounds like, you know, they sort of make a career out of, you know, taking, you know, very sensitive issues and sort of making fun of them.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a repeat offender with this. In fact, when he did the tweet about Cairo and was trying to sell the spring collection, they actually printed that tweet out and they put it up on the glass of their main store in San Francisco. So, and this was even after he apologized. So they were really using it for marketing. And look, it's smart when you think about somebody piggybacking on a hashtag but trying to exploit something that's really sad and something that we're talking about sending lives into this conflict. We're talking about dealing with men and women in uniform and their lives and children, and it's just so tacky. I mean, I see something like this, Greta, and I think, okay, well, if his taste is so bad here, where else is his taste bad? I would expect something like this from somebody who produces platform Lucite heels, but not someone who's trying to be high fashion with loafers and pumps.
I don't know. I mean, I catch your humor on that, but I guess it, you know, I guess for me is that it's like, it's almost they have no understanding of history. They've never traveled the world. They don't know about the extreme conflict there. If they heard Greg Palcott's report just moments ago about nuns hovering in some cities scared to death because of what's going on, and thinking that they're going to get gassed with sarin gas tonight. I mean, like, you know, they may think it's funny and clever and a great way to sell shoes, but they're obviously profoundly, you know, ignorant of what's really going on the ground there. And, you know, maybe it might be a good idea for them to take all their money and at least dispatch someone over there in their region just to get an idea, to sort of smart up a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those shoot first, you know, apologize or ask questions later kind of thing, because, you know, like you pointed out, he's done this before. He did this with gun control. He's done this with Cairo. Now he's doing it with Syria. He just thinks it's a great way to get his marketing out there and then apologize for it afterwards.
So you think this, I don't think it's going to be an effect on sales, do you? Either way?
It makes me, honestly, it makes me think twice about it. I mean, if I see somebody tacky like this on Twitter going, oh, well, I hope I can sell some shoes in the midst of the Syrian conflict, hashtag Syria footwear, I'm going to think twice. Like, it just seems tacky. It's tacky to me. I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Now, whether or not this is going to affect sales, I don't know whether or not his Cairo tweet affected sales or whether his stuff about gun control affected sales. But it's just, if you're trying to present this image of at least, you know, somewhat mid-couture fashion for footwear, this is just a tacky, tasteless way to do it. He's like the general store Karl Lagerfeld. All
right, we have 30 seconds left. I'm curious, your radio show, are people in favor of some limited action or not in Syria?
Overwhelmingly 99.9% against, Greta, very much against.
Even though they have sort of, what about the fact that, you know, he's probably going to gas people and we're going to have to sort of sit and listen to it and hear it and, you know, we're going to endure this.
Yeah, and there have been multiple reports of whether it's Assad's regime or Syrian rebels. There's video of rebel leaders, al-Qaeda-linked rebel leaders, claiming credit for some of the gas attacks as well. We're talking about sending our men and women over there and adding those lives to the mix. So it bears some hesitancy, definitely.
It's a no-win situation, I think, all the way around on this one for us.
Agreed.
No matter whether we go or don't go, this one is very difficult. Dana, thank you.
Thanks, Greta.